This is the plaintiff, Vincent Lancella. He says he's been in the sign business for the past 32 years and says this defendant, a woman he did a job for, takes the cake. He installed 12 signs into existing light boxes at her gas station, and the woman disputed the charges and the credit card company did not pay him. He can't believe the nerve of some people and just wants his hard-earned money. He's suing for $3,300, the amount he's owed. This is the defendant, Rose Golson Lambert. She says a mere 2 hours after the plaintiff finished the job, the sign started falling down. He really did a lousy job. Even the new sign company told her his work didn't meet the standards. She's fuming mad because she lost money on sales of gas because no one buys it unless they see how much it's selling for. So owe him? Hardy har har. She's accused of stopping payment.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket. The plaintiff is shocked after 32 years of working in this job. The defendant stiffed him on installation. Now, the defendant says the signs started falling down 2 hours after they were installed. It's the case of sign here, then sue.
Litigants have been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Douglas.
You're welcome.
Vincent Lancella,
Yes, ma'am.
doing business as Da Vinci Signs. You're suing RL Petroleum Incorporated, doing business as USA Gas and Food Mart. Represented here by the owner. You're the owner? Rose Golson Lambert?
Yes, I am.
Okay. For $3,300 that you say she still owes you for a job you did replacing her signs. Tell me what happened.
The $3,300, Your Honor, was a chargeback. I just started using credit cards a year ago, and I didn't know about chargebacks, but that's what happened.
Really? What planet have you been living on? All right.
Well, I apologize. I've been working on checks.
No, but that's fine. Once you hit the big time, you got to sort of take
On November
credit
22nd, I was contracted by Mrs. Lambert to slide out 12 of the old existing panels and simply slide in 12 new design panels on an existing electric sign that was there for the past 20 years.
Do you have a picture of the work that
Yes,
you were
I do.
doing?
This was the old and this was the new design.
Okay. And were you using the same material in the panels, or was it different?
The material in the panels, the top panel that says USA is an 8-foot by 8-foot Lexan panel, 3/16 inch thick. The second one down is a 3-foot by 8-foot Lexan panel that was originally contracted to be plexiglass, but at my expense, I made it Lexan because it was up high and I didn't want it to break. At no charge to Mrs. Lambert.
Do you have the contract that you entered into with her?
Yes, I do.
So you replace the signs. Did you complete the whole job that's on this contract?
Yeah, the one on the left is the original job, and that's the sign of completion that I was fully paid for.
Well, then what goes wrong?
Well, what happened was the first day that I installed it and Mrs. Lambert paid me for the job. Everything was beautiful. As you've seen it there.
December 23rd.
Okay. Yeah. The very next day, the diesel panel blew down.
Okay.
I was there within an hour from my phone call. I fixed the panel.
This was on what day?
The day after I received payment.
So on the 24th, the diesel panel fell off.
Right.
And then
I
why
went
did
there.
it fall off? Do you know?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
Because I went there, the molding, going horizontally across the sign, loosened up, and the panel came out.
But
Now,
why did it loosen up?
You know what? When I had that original box, when I got there were screws in the molding, and I couldn't understand why. Normally, when you slide a panel in and out of an electric sign, there are no screws other than the ones holding on the end moldings. When I got there and seen the screws, I didn't put no screws because I didn't believe in it. I slid the panel in and secured the 2 side moldings. The next day...
Is that for all of the moldings that there were screws?
Just
the one when it says diesel. All right.
So I went back the next day, I put the diesel panel back, secured it in place, but this time I put screws in all the moldings.
Okay.
Every single molding.
Not just diesel, but all of them?
All of them.
Just in case.
Just in case, because it was a high wind area around the MacArthur Airport. It's all open, and that's what I did, okay?
Okay.
After that, within days, we had that blizzard on the 27th, and I get a phone call. It was the morning, about 9:30 in the morning. I was snow plowing the driveway.
Blow drying the
No, a snow blowing the driveway.
Snow plowing my hair, okay.
I'm sorry, I'm just a little nervous. And I received a call from the gas station that 6 panels were on the ground. I didn't understand what they were saying. I just heard panels on the ground. So I called up one of my workers, got in the truck, and went down there. The roads weren't even clear, but I went down there.
This is after the storm on the 27th?
Yes, the very next morning at 9:30 in the morning.
So it's now what, the 28th?
28th, yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I went down there, and in my mind's eye, I said maybe one of those panels let loose, and it was 58-mile-an-hour winds, and they got into the box and blew out the other panels, and I figured I'm going to have to replace about $2,500 worth of panels.
How many had fallen down?
2 panels, diesel panels, because the box was totally obliterated. There was nothing left of the box, all right? So
After the blizzard?
Yeah.
Did you take pictures?
Yeah. So when I got there, the 2 diesel panels were on the ground. I safely and securely took those panels off the ground, put them in the dumpster, and cleaned the area. At that point right now, I realized it wasn't my panels that flew out of the box. It was the actual structure that fell apart. And I didn't have nothing to do with building that structure.
But these are the poles, correct?
Yes, those are the steel
poles. And then this metal part that's here that's protruding out is the actual sign.
That's the actual fixture that broke away. And the top fixture, the panels, no, Your Honor, if I had drove up to that site and her box was, the electrical fixture was still in place, and I see my panels on the ground, I have to replace 1,000% of that. But that, when I got there, that wasn't my problem. And she said, well, you should, after 25 years of being in business, you should have known that that sign was going to fall. And I said, that sign was up there for 25 years. Why would I assume that?
Okay, meaning when she says that sign, she means that the metal casing that your things got slid into.
She said,
hold on. But this is a picture of it, and the only one that's off is the one that says diesel, correct?
No, all 3 of them are off, Your Honor. They're all 3 of them dislodged from the pole.
What I'm saying is your signs remained on that thing. The only thing that snapped right out was diesel, because that's where where the metal casing
absolutely
that you did not provide snapped. All right. Okay, I got it. Let me talk to you. Ms. Lambert, talk to me.
I have pictures I would like to.
Who is the gentleman who is with you?
My husband.
Let me see what you've got. Hand it to Douglas, please.
This is after 2 days as the sign starts falling off.
Okay. So this picture was taken that you're showing me after he installed stuff, but before the blizzard, when you had to call him and said, hey, some stuff fell out. What it shows is the molding is out, I guess, from it pulled down when the signs actually fell out. He says that this is because he didn't put screws in him, because normally they wouldn't take screws. Correct. But there were screw holes in him, and he didn't put them in. So that repair you didn't charge her for. You came and you put it back up.
No,
all right, now, when he put it back up, everything was fine until it wasn't fine after the hurricane. After the blizzard.
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that accurate?
Yes, Your Honor.
But you feel that it was not the blizzard's fault, and it wasn't the winds, it's that this was shabbily done.
Yes, Your Honor, because I'm a fair person, able to, after all this happened, I asked other sign companies, also I have a letter from other sign company. His work didn't meet the standards. Okay. Also, I have other evidence. I would like to give it to you.
Listen.
What is that?
This is actually metals holds the sign. He put it together with these. It's like the signs are expensive. It's like a piece of artwork. And you need to put it together with good, strong, screws, or he put it together with.
Is that molding he provided, or is that the molding that was on your piece?
Sign is huge, Your Honor. He's the one went up with the bucket, and he's the one. Actually, they told me they needs it like this on the corners to secure.
Is that the molding? Is that the molding?
This is.
I don't know. I don't know what that is, Your Honor.
This holds the sign.
Well, okay. Hold up your other hand. Where did she get that from?
That's from the sign, the existing sign.
The existing light box or whatever the heck it is.
And
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so that's the stuff that was already there.
Yes.
She's saying that she gets told by the subsequent company, who you got charged how much by?
My total is right now $8,648 total to repair that sign.
Because those folks are putting a whole new structure up, right? For $8,000.
They fixing the broken signs, fall on broken
Give
signs.
me the contracts for the new people. Let's see what they're doing. Don't you know? Are you part of this business or not, husband?
Excuse me?
Are you part of the business or not?
No.
Okay.
No.
He's a
What do you do?
chiropractor.
I'm here
You're
to be
a contractor?
He's
No.
a chiropractor.
Oh, I thought you said contractor. I'm like, you know.
No, thank you.
Okay. Sign cabinets.
That's an electric box, Your Honor.
Right, which is what you're talking about that you didn't supply
No.
and that you feel like it's not your fault. Now, you feel differently because you are being told by the company who you ended up hiring tells you what about this? Did they give you a letter to give to me?
Yes, and this, like, they say, how come his work didn't meet the standards?
Right. So here's what they say. The signs, this is Sign Pro. Do you know Sign Pro?
Yes, I do.
Competitors of yours?
Yeah, but not unfriendly.
Do you know what they wrote about?
I know he was trying to get the job, and
Okay.
if you read it out, you're welcome
I
to
will.
read it
The
out
signs
loud.
installed had completely fallen out of the framing, and the frame had also fallen off. After dismantling the sign, we looked inside the housing and discovered the boxing that held the signs were aluminum thin panels that were supported by ultra-thin flexible aluminum sheets that were screwed together with a 3/8-inch screws. This was so weak it couldn't even stand on its own. It would tilt to the sides. When we installed our own boxes, we used steel corners in the corners of the box and welded them to make sure they could stand any storm or wind factor. The wiring of the electrical boxes was unsecure and exposed and could cause extremely dangerous circumstances in the maintenance of the sign. Well, but that didn't come to pass. I had fully inspected the premises of the old sign before Da Vinci Signs had agreed to do the job because I gave her my estimate. What was his estimate?
His estimate was $10,000.
Okay. And almost agreed initially, but Da Vinci Signs guaranteed they would beat my price no matter what it would take. The electrical work was altered in an unprofessional manner and parts are basically slapped on to hold on to each other. It is my professional opinion the sign put up by Da Vinci Signs is nowhere near industry standards. All right. Now, you feel that if your casings, your cabinets weren't sturdy, that he should have told you.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's his profession, and it's not my profession. It's his profession. If he told me what needs to be done, and if it was going to be cost me extra $2,000, I would be happy with that. But he beat everybody's price by lying.
Were
cutting.
the others going to fabricate new sign cabinets? Let me see the estimate from all the other people beforehand.
They say, well, how come his work didn't meet the standards?
The estimate from Sign Pro on 11/22 was $6,398, and it included fabricating sign cabinets. Your estimate did not include fabricating sign cabinets.
No, Your Honor.
Did you compare these two carefully?
He said he will do a job better than they would do.
So what? Of course, they're both going to say that. What difference does that make? One of them was going to redo your sign cabinets for $63, and he charged $65. The estimate from Sign Pro was not only cheaper, but it included new sign cabinets being fabricated for you. Why on God's green earth would you have picked him over Sign Pro then?
Your Honor, he was sitting next to me when that was sent to me by email, and I looked at him. He seemed like such a nice guy.
Okay.
And
Okay.
small business owner. I'm a small business
Okay.
owner. And Sign
But did
Pro-
you notice the difference between one of them was going to use your 20-year-old sign cabinet and the other one was going to replace your sign cabinet?
But he was such a
Yes or
sweet
no?
talker.
I know
Your
he's so
Honor.
sweet and he's irresistibly charming and everything else, but did you notice the difference in these two estimates, yes or no? The answer is no. I think we all know the answer. Okay.
So does this defendant have a duty to tell this guy, hey, it's not a very sturdy structure, or does the guy have to figure that out on his own?
The guy should have to figure that out. He should know how heavy his signs are, and
So it's his job to evaluate the structure.
he should know.
I got you. What do you think?
I don't think it's his fault. Like he got paid to put the signs up. It's not his fault that the structure wasn't strong enough. I think he should still get paid because he didn't build the building. It's not his fault the structure isn't strong. He still did what he was supposed to do.
Fair enough. Going inside the courtroom.
Why didn't you replace the 20-year-old weakling stuff?
There's a lot more work involved at that. It would have been a really nice account, and I tried to do the right thing. That sign has been up there for 20 years. Why would I assume that it was going to blow down in a blizzard.
According to SignPro, the wiring of the electrical boxes was unsecure and exposed. Is that accurate?
That would be a great argument if I had done the wiring and if I had done the electrical box, but that's not my fixture. And if you look on my contract, above the yellow contract, it says we are not responsible for any electrical
sign connections to the building.
Thank you.
All right. The essence of your case is that he should have known that the sign cabinets we've had there that have held up for 20 years were no good. The difficulty I have with that is she knew or should have known that she wasn't getting new sign cabinets, even though another guy had priced new sign cabinets. The best thing you have going for you is that interceding phone call you had to make before the blizzard. The problem is that the interceding phone call was about the molding coming down. He has a very reasonable explanation for that, that there were apparently all these other screws, he didn't put them in, but he didn't think they were necessary. He was surprised that they were there. Maybe he should have realized it, but whatever. He didn't charge you to come and fix all that. Then it's fixed, it's pristine, and then the entire thing cracks. And I can't look at him and say, you should have known that that wasn't going to take another storm. You should have known by looking at that your work would all go to waste 2 days later. I can't do that. I think that storm was the proximate cause for the damage, regardless of what the sign company who's bitter that he got the job originally says. That company was ready to do it for you and change the sign cabinets, and you decided to go with him in the estimate that doesn't change the sign cabinets. I can't ignore that either. All right, but based on what I'm seeing, my verdict in this case is for the plaintiff in getting paid the amount. The credit card company sided with you, and they took the $3,300 off of your charge. So I find in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of the $3,300.
Thank you, Laura.
And that's how it ends here in the People's Court with a verdict for the plaintiff. This is the defendant. So at least you're smiling when you come out, but what's going through your mind here?
I'm disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very proud of my wife for sticking up for herself and challenging it anyway. So
this is a gas station owner. This is you have
more
to be
than just a gas station owner.
Right,
She's pretty tough.
Uh-huh. Yeah, how tough do you have to be to? I mean, you don't appear to be the average gas station owner. You know.
Thanks.
How did that come about? How did you wind up owning a gas station?
Long story, needs other show for that one.
Okay, so is the sign okay now? I mean, is the sign working?
Yes.
All right. Anything else? Okay, chiropractor, take her out that way and adjust. All right, come on in here. And
good afternoon.
Satisfied how this comes out?
You know what? I am, because it prevails. Honesty prevails. I did the right thing in my heart, and I had to come in and show what I had, because Ms. Lampert had falsified a lot of evidence, and it looked as if I did something wrong when I didn't.
You going to buy gas there anymore?
You know what? I hold nothing against her except that you shouldn't do that. Whether you steal a candy bar or you rob a bank, it's still false. It's still stealing, and that's what she tried to do to me.
I'll take that as a no.
That's a no.
Harvey?
You know, a situation like this, put in the contract that the contractor has a duty to advise you if there are problems with the structure.